How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you guys a really quick way on how to set up a PC and install Windows and install drivers and all that good stuff. So we got our Windows key right here. This is Windows 11 Pro USB. All you have to do to get one of these is just go online, Google, just type in Windows 11 software download, and then you can find one of these download links. You just have to plug in like a flash drive of some kind and allow you to download it to the flash drive. So whenever you put it into the PC, it'll recognize the download software and then it'll do to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in right now. I'm gonna turn on the PC, and this will pop up sometimes on a new motherboard, so you'll just press Y to reset FTPM, and here we are. Went straight into Windows. If you ever have any issues with that, you can go into the BIOS and go into boot order, and then you can switch to the Windows USB or just the USB that you have plugged in. But we're gonna go ahead and press install Windows, install now. We'll install the product key later. So I have Windows 11 Pro right here. Just accept this, install, custom install, and then you hit the drive you wanna install to. So if there's more than one drive there, just delete all of them until you have one left. That way there's no partitions or anything left on the PC. Have a nice fresh install of Windows on one single drive. Now that we're at this point in the Windows install, you're gonna see this is this country or region right. For me, since I'm setting it up for an actual customer that's going to buy this, I'm gonna bypass this screen by doing Control-Shift F3, which goes into administrator mode. This just changes it to where whenever the next time you turn on the PC, it'll just be that same out-of-box experience to set up all that stuff. So for you doing it at home, you go through and set all that stuff up there and get signed into Microsoft and all that stuff. And for me, I'm just gonna bypass that step. So in a second here, it'll turn us over into Windows 11. All right, so the first things I like to do is I'm gonna go straight into updates. Just type updates and make sure you connect to the internet for this one because you're gonna need internet to download updates, but check for updates, and there's gonna be a ton of updates that pop up the first time you install Windows, and give it a second here. And all these updates. So it will take a while, especially the ones on the cumulative updates. These guys are a pain to wait for sometimes, so just take your time with them, let them do their own thing. But while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on installing my drivers. So I have an NVIDIA GPU here. So we're gonna go to NVIDIA drivers, and this one's a 3090 Ti, pretty nice one. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go ahead and do this manual driver search because sometimes the NVIDIA ones that are manual are just not it. So we're gonna GeForce 30 series, 3090 Ti, on Windows 11, find, and we're gonna press game ready drivers. That's the ones we want. The studio drivers, I've messed with them very small amount of times. I just wouldn't recommend it. Just go for the game ready drivers, especially if you're planning on gaming. So that's what we're gonna do, but it'll be downloading up here on the top right. It is a pretty hefty update. We just have really good internet here, so it's around 600 megabytes, so just give it some time to download fully, but it'll be opening up here in just a second. And you press okay, wait for it to install, and then it'll pop up saying like, RTX 3090 Ti. See here, you have NVIDIA graphics driver and GeForce Experience, and then NVIDIA graphics driver. I'm installing GeForce Experience for this. We do that for pretty much all of our builds, and I'd recommend downloading it yourself, especially if you're gonna want to regularly update your drivers because you need to do that through the app. So that'll install and pretty much get completed there, but you can kind of see it's taking quite a while for all my updates to be finished. But while we're having all those updates installed and NVIDIA drivers installed, I'm gonna go to activation settings, and I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Windows. So if you don't have a Windows key, I'd recommend going to GVG Mall and using code TB20. It'll save you some money, and you can get a Windows key for like 30 bucks instead of like the 120, 130 that they are up now to. So I recommend doing that for yourself, but I'm gonna grab a key that I already have on hand, and boom, I got my Windows 11 Pro activated. And you'll see some of this happen sometimes where it'll just black screen because it's doing updates and installing drivers. So sometimes you'll have a black screen like that, it'll pop right back up and then you'll be good to go. But yeah, don't worry if that happens to your screen. But Windows 11 Pro is activated. This is another one of the steps that you have down. So all we really have left to do is get those updates done, make sure the drivers are all good, and then we're gonna be going into the device manager and seeing what other drivers we need to install. Here we go, you can see here it has NVIDIA graphics driver installer has finished. So we're gonna close that. It's gonna pop up GeForce Experience in a second and just close out of that. If you don't have an account, make one there, but again, I'm not making this for my own PC, so we're just gonna close that out for the customer whenever they wanna make their own. All right, guys, so I waited a couple minutes and our updates are done. So we're basically done, but we have to restart the PC real quick. So go ahead and restart that. Let that fully go through, and then you're gonna wanna check one more time for updates and optional updates because sometimes they'll sneak a couple in on you. All right, guys, so we are back in Windows again, and we're gonna be checking updates one more time, and yep, see we're up to date. There's actually one more cumulative update. They always do this, so go ahead and install that and wait for that to go ahead and finish up. And then you're gonna also go to the advanced options right here. And let's see, we have 2 optional updates available. So we're gonna go to driver updates, and sometimes it's for your monitors, and then it's also some kind of like AMD or some weird driver that they have not decided to install upon the original updates. So go ahead and do that. A couple more minutes for that one to do. It's full cycle. And again, this one's also gonna be a pain because it's the cumulative update, so it will take a while to install. All right guys, so my updates are finally done. So what I have left to do is in the device manager, if we pull this up right here, you can see I have a network controller problem. So what I've learned, this is a Gigabyte motherboard. So what I'm gonna need to do is actually go on to whatever browser you want to get onto, and I need to download the Gigabyte Control Center software, which is GCC. But yeah, you gotta download a Gigabyte Control Center because there's some kind of weird driver that you have to install to get the Wi-Fi driver to it, which will work properly. So that's what we're doing right here. So we're gonna open this up. All right, and so we're in Gigabyte Control Center. We're gonna go to the little update circle. We're also gonna uncheck all of these things because we don't need any of this really. We just need the Wi-Fi 8852 driver, and this will solve your network controller problem on Gigabyte motherboards. You probably don't even need to do that if you're not on a Gigabyte motherboard, but this happens a lot on these motherboards. So make sure that you do this step when setting up a Gigabyte motherboard. And look at that right there, boom. It's no longer a problem. And I have pretty much all of my things checked off. So that's pretty much all I need to do for device manager. That means everything is properly installed driver-wise. The last couple of things I wanna do as far as getting my PC up and running how I want, I'm gonna go to date and time settings because this is gonna obviously set your date and time. So we're gonna go to Eastern time because that's where I'm at in the world right now. So Eastern time, that's the right time right now, 319, 320. And then we're also gonna go to startup applications. So for some reason, they want you to start off with Cortana and Microsoft OneDrive. I turn these off every time because I don't think you really need them. So it's just more stuff that's gonna cause your PC to have a slower startup. So that is all said and done there. All right, and the last thing I like to do to PCs that will allow it, of course, is we're gonna go ahead and restart it, and we're gonna enter the BIOS. So how to get into the BIOS is you're just gonna be spamming the delete key whenever the logo pops up. All right, so basically just make sure it's on auto and it actually moves over here on the XMP to Expo profile to Expo 1. And then if you're on Intel, you'd probably do XMP mode. So just save and exit that. And when we go into the Windows, we'll see if it actually changes the RAM speed. All right, and opening up Task Manager, we're gonna go to this little monitor piece over here, which is performance. And then we're gonna go to memory. And you can kind of see right there, it says 6,000 MTs, which is mega transfers per second. So that means our RAM is in the full speed possible, which means we're gonna get the most out of the RAM. So that's pretty much the full driver and setup section of an entire PC setup. If you wanted to be extra safe whenever setting up a new PC, I like to download OCCT, which is a software that allows you to benchmark and test all your components to make sure that all the PC components are working together and there's no weird errors that are causing your PC to not work properly. But I'm gonna do that myself, and then that is pretty much gonna wrap up your entire setup of a PC. Well, that's gonna wrap up this video on how to quickly update and install drivers on your PC. If you have any more questions about any driver installs or anything like that, let me know in the comments below because I do this pretty much every single day. So I'll be happy to help you if you have any more questions. But thanks for watching at the end if you all did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.